working with Century for a while, for a long while actually, and it's always been a pleasure. The team is well equipped and really supportive when it comes to dealing with all our customers, and also in terms of taking us through the project with the presentation and all that, answering all concerns with our whatever our customers have in all that, and they walk the extra mile when it comes to supporting channel partners in terms of all the necessary support that we require in terms of closing the sale. So it's been a pleasure working with Century. Yeah.
What do you think makes Century's projects especially luxury projects?
I would say the kind of community that they offer. Each project is different from the other, and in terms of the kind of space that each flat has at every project of theirs. They are now catering to luxury and super luxury segment. So they are definitely catering to a very niche segment.
What do you expect from today's event?
From today's event, I hope there are some units left for us to market, because the kind of response that they've got so far, it's been overwhelming, and also the price is going to be revised, I'm told. So let's see. I'm looking forward to the rest of the evening.
So, how is the luxury segment evolving in the Bangalore market?
The bigger the better. There's appetite for earlier. After COVID, we saw there's a demand for 4-bedroom. Now there's also demand for 4+ study, 5-bedroom. So the bigger the better. Market is open to anything that you throw at them.
So I think Century, gradually from few years, I have been seeing they are getting into luxury. And the new project which is coming on Jakkur looks like it's going to be one of the very premium projects for the North Bangalore actually. So we are looking at and expecting some of the best projects coming up. Indiranagar was one of the very good product. They are going to deliver one of the best project in the Bangalore with Indiranagar, and the kind of product they are selling up, I think they are going to set up a benchmark for the Bangalore real estate.
So, what do you think makes Century's portfolio unique apart from the other brands?
So I think they are very choosy in terms of the product line, and very selected products, selected areas, and the locations are very premium. If you look at the Indiranagar, your locations are very good. Jakkur location is very good. Earlier the project was delivered on the main Bellary Road is beautiful product. The location is good. So I think location and product line is going to make a difference from the others.
Okay. So, what do you expect from today's event? What do you expect from today's event? The event that is
This
happening.
event, I'm excited to wait for the product, what is going to launch, and I'm excited to hear what a great product is going to come from.
Okay. So, how is the luxury segment evolving in the Bangalore market?
I think after COVID, the luxury is doing well. The market has been pretty good, and it looks promising. Right now, the end user is there in the market, and they are looking at good product coming from some of the good developers like Century.
So, hi sir, how do you find Century's products, the new product that is launching? What do you think about it?
Yeah, the product is fantastic. What I feel personally, coming with up a ultra luxury segment in the Bangalore market, where it have a very low residencies with a niche crowd starting from 2200, which goes up to 7000 SFT. Very competitive, price again into the market. What is coming up? Again, the location beats everything. Bangalore main 300 feet, Bellary Road, which connects all your tech, school, hospitals, which is walkable distance from the locations.
So, how do you find what is the uniqueness of Century's projects? What is the most unique aspect of it?
I feel Century, whenever they bring up the value for money, you can say, whatever the each and every penny paid by the customer, it is much more equivalent to your
Okay, sir.
amount.
Yeah. So, how has your experience with Century been all these years? How has it been?
Yeah, it is fantastic. Being a product, it is very convenient and convincing to the customer in terms of their, purchase, and being the sales team, they are very supportive in all terms. It's good. Overall, it's a good.
So, how is the luxury market in Bangalore as a whole? How is it evolving?
So after COVID, you can consider the luxury market has grown up very well. Altogether, it's because of a good growth of economics in India. Again, whichever the developers entire Bangalore major, they are coming with a ultra luxury segment. So that market is doing good in this area. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, okay.
Luxury segment is doing good in Bangalore. Multiple developers are coming with their multiple themes. Mostly they are focusing on the more open space, and the number of units per acres are reducing. So hopefully we'll have more luxury projects in Bangalore, and the definition of luxury will change over the course of time.
So, what do you think makes Century's portfolio different from the others?
See, there are. I've been associated with Century from 11 years, so I've seen almost everything. But the best thing about Century, what I have seen past few years, is mostly towards when they focus towards the penthouses. So the penthouses is one of the USP, and we also target most of the penthouses in all the projects of Centuries. That is one of the unique things which they have introduced.
And what do you expect from today's event?
Sorry,
What do you expect from today's event? What's happening?
it will be better than last time. So hopefully we'll get more insights about the upcoming launch of Jakkur, as well as I also got a brief that we'll be discussing again the penthouses. So hopefully we'll get good deals and good layouts.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
So, how do you think the Bangalore market in the luxury segment is evolving as a whole?
Luxury segment, I basically handle luxury only. I mean, over a period of time, it has evolved and growing year after year. I mean, I think last year there was a growth of around 40%, and Century have done very well, particularly Regalia project. They've done well, and they've come up with other projects in Marathali and I think Pan also. I think it is growing and it will keep growing. Yes.
What do you think is a unique factor of Century's portfolio in the luxury segment? How unique is Century? What makes them stand out?
So they have different projects of different sizes. They cater to 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, which has huge demand. I don't think there is many 2-bedrooms. They cater to high-end projects. Like these two projects are very good, and I'm sure they will come out. They launched that project out of Plotty Development, which did very well. So they are fairly well entrenched now. Earlier they were only landholders. Now they are into
So, your experience with Century, how has it been all these years?
very good paymasters, very quick payment, very professional people. They are respond to immediately. I like about that.
So, what do you expect from today's event? What do you expect from today's event that's happening?
Today's event, one is networking, and you come up with some good projects which we can market and make some more money. That's the expectation.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
How is the luxury segment evolving in the Bangalore market?
See, in Bangalore, everybody wants to have a luxury brand. Every time when Century Group is developing, all is worldwide best brand and best facilities they are providing. Shortly, our MG Road and International Airport is going to be a center point. This where Century Blue Moon is coming up, called Jakkur. So this will be one of the best projects in the city. This also will be called as shortly as a center of the city.
Okay. So, what do you think makes Century unique from others? What makes Century unique from others?
Century unique is always there. They are traveling worldwide and taking one place from one country, and they are bringing to the Bangalore city. That is, entire Bangalore people are lucky to have that type of concept in their own state. So they will have a peace of mind in life. Definitely, their children will enjoy and think of Century always.
Okay. These years, how was your experience with Century?
See, I started my career about 35 years. The day one, I am interacting with Century Group with Arvind Pai and Dayanand Pai, sir. So, I am totally happy to deal with them. Already we are sold in Regalia also. Now we are planning to book here also.
today, just to get an idea how quick and fast each one of you are, I'm going to tell you basic things about every day and you have to just give me the opposite answers. Are you all ready? Doesn't look like. Doesn't look like. Yes, you are for sure not ready, sir. I want you to be ready. So we go. I'm going to start. Day. That was not fast. Day. Hot. Black. Up. Small. Open. Fast. Happy. Very nice. Now let's talk about real estate because you all are the real estate giants, and let's talk something about real estate. Buyer. Profit. Yes. Urban. Hotly. Rich. Success. Lux. Now that's the finale I wanted. Let's do this again. Lux. Century. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this amazing evening dedicated to all of you. Thank you so much for your beautiful time. We assure you that once...
Welcome once again to the Lux Premier. The Lux Premier represents some of the finest developments that we bring to the table today, our most discerning customers, and our ambition for the future of luxury living in the city. So today we are delighted to engage with a select group. It's an exclusive group today who are not just shaping, but I think driving the luxury sales and luxury real estate in Bangalore as such. If you're in this room, you already know that you've made a meaningful impact in this category. You've kind of helped elevate the luxury living standards in the city as such. So tonight, we look forward to sharing our perspective on the evolving luxury market that we are in, the opportunities ahead in front of us, and together we continue to redefine the luxury real estate in Bangalore as such. So I think earlier today, Afshan just asked us what luxury means to each one of us. I think there were varied answers. Some people said amenity, some of them said price, some of them said space, I think some of them said location, etc. So I guess in a sense, luxury is a little misunderstood, right? For all of us. It's quite easy to kind of claim, but a little difficult to kind of like point and put a finger on actually. So like most of us kind of here believe like luxury essentially translates to, let's say, larger homes, premium specifications, maybe even amenities, maybe higher price point. I think that's one way of defining luxury. But what we have learned over the last few years is that luxury is about aspiration from a consumer side, right? It's aspiration. It is about identity. It is about trust, and it is about the community that he's a part of. So people don't spend like 5 crores, 10 crores, or even 20 crores because they want more space or some, better material in their home. Not just because of that. They do it because they want to live in a space that reflects who they have become, essentially. So in the past, earlier, luxury used to be defined by excess. So I think over the last few decades, I think that has kind of transformed. Luxury has evolved. Today, luxury is defined by curation. I think you can see it in various facets of life as such. It's no longer about material excess anymore. It is about experiences. It is about curation by which we're defining luxury these days. So luxury is defined by curation, as I said. It is privacy. Luxury is time. Space is luxury. Wellness could be luxury. Community could be luxury. So that's how we want to define luxury. And that's the space that Century consciously wants to occupy. Now, why is it such a big deal, right? Why is luxury such a big deal? Why does everybody talk about it? Why does everybody claim to be in the space of luxury? So let's look at what is happening in our country today. So I think what is happening in India today is this: India is being driven by wealth creation. So, whether it is startup founders, whether it is ESOP millennials, whether it is, global professionals who are coming here and working out of this place, or whether it is some second generation entrepreneurs, technology innovators, the number of affluent Indians are growing at an unprecedented pace. Apparently about 27% growth is expected in UHNI population in this country until 2031. So that's a large growth that you are seeing already. So what is the effect of this? So effect of this is the Indian dream has evolved, right? Indian dream is no longer about just buying a house. It is probably about, owning a statement. It's not just about owning the house as such. So that has had a profound impact on the luxury real estate market as well. So if you look at this number, so 120% apparently is the as per a JLL report, is the growth in the luxury sales of houses priced between 3 crores to 5 crores. That's the segment that we are tending to operate in today. Closer home, we've seen in one of our projects, Regalia, which we launched a couple of years ago, where we've seen the price appreciation. I think we launched it at around 20,000 rupees per square feet, and today we are touching almost 40,000 rupees in that particular project. So we ourselves have witnessed about 115% of appreciation over the last 2 years in this particular project. And that's not just unique to that particular project, but you would obviously know better, but I'm sure that has happened with other luxury projects as well. The appreciation has been very steep in this particular segment as such, when compared to something else. Now, where does that put us? Century. So, luxury for us is not a segment or not a category we merely serve anymore. It's a category that we lead in today. Let me take you through some numbers to prove that. So, last year, our average ticket size was about 3 crores, was more than 3 crores in fact. In the last 2 years, we did close to about 3,000 crores of sales in luxury from the luxury portfolio itself. So that's the kind of market we are in. That's the kind of trust that the people in the market has placed on a brand like ours. But forget these numbers. Let's look beyond numbers. Let's look at the kind of customers behind these numbers. The profile of customers tells a very interesting story for us. It's more fascinating than those numbers that you see. These are the people who are shaping Bengaluru or shaping India in that sense, essentially. So we have unicorn founders amongst us. We have, leaders, global leaders from multinationals like Nvidia, Tesla, Citigroup, Cisco, JP Morgan. So these are just, it's not a comprehensive list, but this is just an indicative list. Amazon, Apple, Google, etc. These are the kind of people who have kind of bought our properties over the last few years. We have policy makers, we have technology innovators. So that is the kind of community that is being created at each of our developments. Now, what's more interesting than this is where they come from, right? So they also kind of represent a large geographic spread. Of course, we have a lot of participation from Bangalore, but beyond Bangalore, we have buyers coming in from Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi. So that's the kind of trust that the brand carries across the nation, but not just across the nation, across the globe. So we have buyers from Singapore, Dubai, New York, New Jersey, Texas, Europe. These are some of the countries where which, we have these buyers coming in from. So these are individuals who have obviously traveled around the world and experienced the very best what the world has to offer, essentially. So when they choose Century Home, this is a very marketing perspective, when they choose a Century Home, it effectively means that they're benchmarking our brands against the global standards. So that, in my opinion, is the strongest validation for a brand. So that's where we stand. So why do all these people trust Century when it comes to luxury homes and luxury real estate? So when someone buys a luxury property or a luxury real estate, he's not just buying space, he's not just buying a home, right? He's buying confidence, essentially. Confidence that the location will remain relevant, confidence that the design will be timeless, confidence that the developer will deliver on the promises that were made. So essentially, Century's credibility kind of comes from these three factors. One, our ability to secure and create value in locations that will become tomorrow's coveted address. We have seen this in multiple places. We've seen this, whether it is, Regalia, which was in Indiranagar, which was a runaway success for us a couple of years back, or whether it is the properties that we've sold in the North Bengaluru belt itself. These are land parcels that the group kind of identified, the potential was identified much before its time. And then we were able to bring such iconic, projects to the market. Second, of course, is our commitment to bring global partnerships, global design thinking to Bengaluru through these collaborations with internationally renowned architects, design firms, planners and consultants. So this essentially brings the very best in the world to our city, to Bangalore, to build for Bangalore. So this is something which we are very committed to. I think the last about 4 or 5 projects that we have kind of launched in the city, we've always had some sort of a collaboration. We truly believe that, people in Bengaluru deserve it, and we have the opportunity to kind of deliver something like this. And last, of course, is our legacy. We have been here for 50 years. We've shaped the city. We've seen the city transform from, pensioners' paradise to the most fastest growing city in the world today. So we've been witness to that and we've been partner to that. So I think our rich legacy is another factor that kind of makes Century a strong contender for people across the world when they consider purchase of home in Bangalore. So that's about luxury, and that's about, Century and how we have kind of been able to kind of establish ourselves. But we also live in a lot of uncertainty. These are uncertain times. Markets are soft, probably. There is looming threat of AI. Job losses are very real. There's a war going on. It's affected all of us. We look at petrol prices, gas, groceries, everything has gone up. So these are uncertain times. People are delaying their decisions, etc. So does it make sense to say luxury makes a lot of sense in uncertain times too? Let me kind of argue that out. So let's look at two reasons for that primarily. One is superior returns. Let me bring up a case. So let's say this graph. So the average commission earned from aspirational development is usually about 2 to 3 lakhs. I'm guessing most of you would agree to that. But when it comes to, let's say, I'll take Regalia as an example for luxury development. The average, commission payout that was done at Regalia was around 15 lakhs. The highest, however, the highest payout at Regalia was about 83 lakhs for one transaction. So that person is in this room, by the way. So that's the kind of, potential that this particular, sector holds. But it's not just about, returns. Returns, of course, great to have. It's a big motivator, obviously. But it's not just about returns. It's also about resilience, right? So, luxury buyers, obviously, I'm sure you guys know about this. Luxury buyers think about their process very differently. They are the ones who probably are not as affected by these short-term uncertainties that are there. They base their decision on longer-term vision, maybe a 10-year, 20-year vision. And the key reason to purchase usually is, for legacy, for wealth preservation. These are the main reasons that these guys are usually kind of, buying their house. So these are two important reasons which kind of makes luxury a very interesting market to be in, even during tough times like this. Beyond that, of course, as I said, luxury doesn't depend on market cycles. It's usually driven by wealth creation, which obviously has a little bit more cushioning when it comes to short-term uncertainties. But beyond that, there are some softer aspects. Of course, it also means that, fewer clients to handle, so greater focus, more value can be derived out of each interaction and the amount of time that you spend, obviously. Personalized engagement, I think this is something that all of you here excel at. This is a value that you truly bring to the table. And we've seen, across channels, when it comes to luxury development, it is the channel partner network that really kind of leads and delivers. So this is truly because of the personal relationships and equations that you have with your clients. Then, of course, it's also an opportunity to build a stronger network. One successful sale usually opens up many more doors. And these clients seem to be more loyal, they trust better, and then they are people who want to kind of keep investing. So these are some reasons that, we should continue probably focusing on a segment like this, even when the times are uncertain. So having said that, let's take a look at what are the opportunities that we have today at hand. So we'll start off, of course, with the grand penthouse collection that we have. I think we have a unique, position here as a brand. If you look at the kind of product portfolio that we have, all these projects have penthouses across them. So what essentially it means that Century probably is one of those, rare brands that is able to offer a variety of choices, whether it is across price points, whether it is across locations, whether it is across configurations. So whether you want a penthouse, overlooking, a golf course, or whether you want a penthouse overlooking the cityscape, or whether it is a penthouse overlooking a beautiful lake, we have it all. Whether you want a penthouse which is a 3-bed, or whether you want a lavish penthouse which is a 6-bed, again, or anything in between, we have it all. Of course, price points, whether it is 3 crores for a penthouse in Liva, which is in Yelahanka, or 35 crores for a penthouse that is in Regalia, which is in Indiranagar. Again, we have that kind of a spread. We have that kind of a portfolio, especially for penthouses. Other than that, other than the variety that we offer, we believe we also bring a lot of global design, global lifestyle to all of these projects that you can see today. Also, in terms of layouts, we have some of the most efficient layouts, some of the most thought after layouts, where we make sure that there are no waste spaces, etc. So that is about penthouses and the kind of portfolio of penthouses that we have at the moment. So, but this evening is beyond that. That was just a trailer that you saw. So coming up next is one of our most ambitious developments. We've been in the city for the last 50 years, but what we're going to do this year is going to be one of our most ambitious developments that we're going to bring up. That will potentially rewrite the landscape and the real estate landscape of North Bengaluru. To talk to you more about it, I would like to welcome my colleague Supriya Reddy. So she spent time on both sides of the table. She spent some time as a channel partner. Of course, she spent a lot of time on the brand side also. So I'm sure she can bring a very balanced perspective to the whole thing. Please.
Very nice introduction. I could recognize a lot of people here when I was on the other side. I once again welcome all of you to the Lux premiere. This evening, we are extremely excited to unveil something really exceptional. And I hope the next couple of minutes will make you as excited as we are to introduce this to the market. Every legacy collection begins with a signature masterpiece. And a masterpiece with this magnitude definitely deserves a big announcement. This definitely isn't a project launch. So we've not invited you here to just preview a project launch, but this is to unveil a new benchmark, a new scale, and a new category by itself. I'm sure this product is something that none of us have seen before, and it has the power to reshape Bangalore's skyline. I'm extremely excited to introduce Century Immensity on Jakkur International Airport Road. It's all happening here. And when we say this, yes, it's truly happening here. So before we carved out this category, we already had the location. Like Vikas rightly mentioned, Century has the most prime locations spread across the city. And this one is the most anticipated opportunity that we've been looking out for. All of us here, I'm sure, have heard of the North Bangalore story time and time again. But today, we want to bring you a different perspective of a golden mile that we have sort of introduced within the International Airport Road. So fortunately, the North Bangalore corridor starts from Hebbal, and at some point it maybe stopped at Yelahanka, and then it moved towards Sadahalli, and then it moved towards Shettigere, and today I think it's Devanhalli and beyond. So while we have a fortunate corridor of expansion possibilities, the city's growth has also headed north. And I think the first focus point of North Bangalore was Hebbal. And today, due to, I think, the congestion, and I think people are considering Hebbal as a transition point. People coming into the city, people moving out of the city, they use this micro market to sort of navigate themselves to access the east and the west parts of Bangalore via the outer ring road, and of course, move ahead towards the central Bangalore. Like I said, I think, a lack of large land parcels, limited infrastructure development has made Hebbal limited to, future growth possibilities. And that's exactly why I think Jakkur, being the closest neighborhood to Hebbal, enjoys the next big focus on the International Airport Road. And I think, we would love to call Jakkur as the epicenter of Bangalore, sitting on the Golden Mile spread across the International Airport Road. So like I said, we started at Hebbal, and I think the next big micro market, or the next big potential neighborhood is Jakkur, and this is the closest to the city's big future. Let's see what are the 4 pillars that really matter and that really elevate the location itself. Unmatched infrastructure. So Jakkur is so close to Bangalore's tomorrow. The Bangalore Business Corridor, the Satellite Town Ring Road, and of course the existing Outer Ring Road just brings you closer to the city. Seamless connectivity. I'm sure all of you fly via the International Airport Road every alternate global neighborhood. So while the focus, has been towards the north, we've seen a lot of global brands global companies coming and setting up their offices here, and this has led to a lifestyle destination development towards Jakkur. And top tier talent. Like Vikas mentioned, we've seen customers coming from, I would say, global companies, the Fortune 500s, and yes, most of these companies have occupied spaces towards North Bangalore, and they are proposed, and a couple of them are proposed to move here too. So the big names like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Shell, Boeing, some of them are operational, some of them are being proposed to move here. So Jakkur is not emerging, it's becoming the aligning point. So we had the intent of creating something big, something large. So it was, what could we do differently? And that's where the journey began. So of course, the initial step was to look out for inspirations within the city, within the state, within the country. But can we go beyond? This led us to look beyond the ordinary and beyond definitely the boundaries. So if you see, we've benchmarked our inspiration against Hudson Yards. I'm sure most of our customers or a couple of us sitting here have visited these, spaces which have created new identities to the cities where they are. Hudson Yards is the new heart of Manhattan. It was conceptualized to be an urban district, and today it is one, and it has transformed the entire space into a cultural experience. Canary Wharf in London. This is known as one of the most, premium financial hubs of the entire UK. Downtown Dubai. I think this is something which most of the travelers, most of people across the globe would want to visit. Downtown Dubai. It houses the world's biggest iconic landmark. Clarke Quay. It's the happening pulse of Singapore's energetic lifestyle. So these were a couple of spaces, campuses, communities that we wanted to understand why are they so different. And then we realized it's the energy, it's the vibe, it's the life beyond work that houses these campuses. So we admired these campuses, we celebrated these communities, all leading to one question. Why has Bangalore not had one yet? That was a simple question, but the answers were very clear. Like we said, the intention was very clear. We wanted to create something big, something new, something spectacular, and we just did not want to settle for any conventional label. Not a township, which is, I would say most of us here are so used to these townships. A regular IT park, serious business, work, a financial district, again, similar characteristic of an IT park, or a mixed use. Today, mixed use, a composition of 2 elements or 10 elements, everything is being called a mixed use. So what do we want to really create? None of these labels were ambitious enough for us. We wanted to create Bangalore's biggest destination. A place you can live in, a place people are drawn to, a place they want to experience, explore, and be a part of. And today we are proud to bring that vision to life as we premiere Century Immensity this evening. So we've made a small film to take you through our journey of how we've conceptualized Century Immensity. Can we have Devi, please?
world's best is coming to Bangalore. Presenting Century Immensity. It's all happening here.
What was the takeaway from this? Anybody? Something. You must have seen something here. You want me to play that again?
Yes.
Yeah? Sure? Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's the attempt. But to attempt is to go beyond that, probably beyond an integrated time chip. 100%. So the focus is on lifestyle.
Which you shown
Yeah.
that if you work here close by your house, you want to evening, you want to party, you want to booze, you want to play, all facilities will be surrounded by 2, 3, 4 kilometers.
Bang on.
So that is what we are trying to give this.
Never been done before at that scale to bring the global experiences here and position this place as something unique.
The leading architects of Century Immensity as DP Architects from Singapore. So a globally renowned firm whose portfolio includes some of the world's most iconic destinations, including the master plan of Pullman High Street in Singapore and downtown Dubai Mall itself. So our inspiration, so we were tracing behind who actually creates such destinations, and we are bringing them to build for you. To bring life into the destination, we embrace the human-centric urban design philosophy. And to shape the green spaces, open spaces, social and cultural spaces across the campus, we've partnered with BDP, London, United Kingdom to bring global landscape expertise to Century Immensity. So again, a series of events. We had the land, we had the vision, we had the inspiration, now we have the partnership. The destination finally took shape, not just as a single development, but as the newest nerve center of Bengaluru. So I would like you to visualize quickly, this is a conceptual view of Century Immensity. So you can see life happen here, like Vikas mentioned. There'll be high street retail, there'll be cafes, there'll be so much space for you. It's inviting entire Bangalore to come and spend unstructured time with your family, friends, colleagues, everyone. This place is open. So what makes the space even more interesting is, of course, the composition of Immensity. 5 distinct districts, each one for its own purpose, each with its own character, each designed to complement each other. This place is truly going to be vibrant. One destination, 5 diverse experiences. The first district will be the business district, which will house 10 million square feet of commercial leasing designed for the world's leading companies. This will be a future workplace for over 1 lakh professionals, which will definitely be a powerful growth engine for Jakkur, maybe for North Bangalore itself. We're happy to say that we've received approvals for Tower 1, funding has been secured by leading institutions, and the excavation work has been completed as of date. The second district will be a 1 million square feet of high street retail. This district will house international fashion, Indian couture, you name the labels, we will be housing them here. This will be spread across the campus of Immensity. The third district is to cater to global travelers, the needs of the business district with, of course, most of our consumers today, the kind of customers who are buying with Century Immensity are the top of the corporate hierarchy. So these guys are global travelers. They have a lot of people coming in. To cater to these needs, we will have a 400 plus key 5-star and a business hospitality sector. This will be designed in 2 separate wings. And the fourth and the most interesting district which Bangalore loves will be dedicated to food, culture and experiences featuring global cuisines, experiential dining and homegrown cafes. So with this grand vision taking shape, the first step is already happening. So just a quick question. How many of you are aware of the iconic Vidyashil campus on Jakkur? A quick raise of hand. A lot of you. Any alumni sitting here? Any alumni? Okay. So does this bring you any memory? Do you recollect, anything that you've known of Vidyashil campus when you've passed by, or maybe any of your relatives, or any relationship with this campus? Any memory that strikes you today? Sorry? The entrance. Great. Anything else? On the airport road, the greenery. Anything else? Great. I'll take you through it. So this very heritage campus has nurtured lakhs of students over the last 4 decades. And today it is ready for a makeover for its next chapter of use. The old school at Century Immensity will be a reimagined, repurposed space where the memories of the campus will come alive through a F&B-led cultural destination. Again, we went back to the drawing board. We started digging for inspirations across the globe. And one interesting inspiration which struck us was chimes from Singapore. So this iconic historic cathedral was thoughtfully reimagined into the city's most celebrated event and a luxury F&B space today. So I think it houses more than 50 plus F&B brands which are not typically available across the city. So these are unique, these are homegrown, these are curated, and I would say these are like fine experiences that you will find only at Chimes. With a very similar vision, we are transforming our beloved campus of Vidyashil into the old school. A F&B-led cultural destination where nostalgia, community and new experiences come together. I'm sure Bangalore loves such spaces. There are a couple of spaces but at a smaller scale, but this entire space will really change the personality of Jakkur. And what's the objective of doing the old school at Century Immensity? This will for sure bring in people from across the city to travel, to queue up for experiences. This will popularize not just Century Immensity but Jakkur itself. It will premiumize the entire micro market and therefore will increase the value of the neighboring developments. For the very first time, we're introducing the EOI process to profile tenants and brands who will be occupying the old school. I have my colleagues from the commercial transaction team who will take this great opportunity to the market very soon. And finally, I've constantly been saying extraordinary, great, exciting, but the last district, something truly phenomenal is about to arrive at Century Immensity. The 334 Neolux residences, a rare and unmissable opportunity to be the very first residence of this campus. To tell you more about this, please join me in welcoming Mr. Anthony George Matthew to tell us more about the Neolux residences.
Very handsome man, they say. So Anthony couldn't make it for the function. Manisa, with your permission, Anthony couldn't make it for the function. I'm just representing him for the evening. How many of you feel that I don't look this good in you? Okay, before we start, I think, usually Seven Raj is here. So before I move on and reveal what's for the rest of the day, I think I'll take a quick minute or two to understand what's the word luxury truly stand for, right? We can talk about this till the bar opens, right? Typically, when we have these conversations, it's my 10th year in the company, right? Interestingly, I have one gentleman who I'm meeting, and I will not take the name, don't want to upset him, who happened to save my number as Ethos Salesman, right? I have a few people who know me for Regalia, right? What does luxury truly mean, right? I am evolving, the industry is evolving. Is an X lakh square feet clubhouse luxurious? 100% open space, luxurious. More amenities. I have 999.99 amenities in my brochure, luxurious. Is density luxurious? An endless spec chart, does that define luxury? I'll give you a quick anecdote. When I started, I would rather take this opportunity to let my management know how fortunate and I'm humbled I am to have an opportunity of handling one of the biggest masterpieces that Bangalore has ever seen. I was shivering when the management gave me Century Regalia. I'm admitting it on the stage today, right? Prices, a friend of mine used to say hairy, audacious goal. That's the state that I'm in right now. 25,000 rupees. People like, have you lost it? Today, the penthouse of Regalia is marked at a whopping 75,000 rupees per square feet, and we are not beating the doldrums around it. I've been reading paper articles of an ex-IT giant's son procuring a penthouse in the CBD, and we are not even making a hue and cry about the transaction we've been silently doing in the core of Bangalore, right? Coming back to Regalia, why I said it's important that I give this anecdote is that we created a beautiful pitch, right? A lot of my colleagues spoke about international names. Genuinely, when I started my career, right, I always used to go to my boss, भाई ये सब मेरे सर के ऊपर से जा रहा है, बोलना क्या है, right? Then with hard reality, I realized that the clients that we are meeting, right, are the people who eats breakfast in one of these locations, have lunch in the next location. I might not know, but the clients are very aware of it. The day I started broadening my horizon on this content, right, is when I could connect better with the client, right? So I would really urge the audience here to take a minute to absorb the essence of what we are trying to convey here. Good product, great product. I'm next to KGA. Regalia, I'm talking about Regalia. I'm next to KGA. Is that good enough for people to buy? Right? Ankit is here. I'm just not picking on names today, but in 24 hours, my prime inventory is sold out. The market gave us a reaction. Sales are hiding inventory. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. The same set of people with belief understood the potential of the campus that we've built. They have bought the same clients who've said no to the project at that price have paid 2, 3, 4 crores above the initial quoted and bagged units in Regalia, right? Now, with that said, luxury is very easy to claim, but it's very hard to define. Now, as a company, when we were in the endeavor of drawing a direction towards how do we stand apart from the market, sabhi kar rahe, right? Without taking names, you name an A-list company, everybody more or less have projects coming in the north of Bangalore. Now, how? Why me? Why Century? Right? Why this particular project? So we looked beyond the category. We looked deeper into the customers. We asked ourselves a few questions. I'm just talking about the weighted average here. How does it make me feel? Right? Weighted average. how does this purchase make me feel? It can be an end use, it can be an investment. How does it make me feel? How much time does it save for me? Right? How effortlessly does this converge or work? How practical is it? How private or curated it is, right? Probably we're talking about those set of people that nothing that money can buy, right? They can afford it, right? So we really can't impress this set of people. With that, allow me to put our understanding on the table. Today, luxury is no longer about more. It's about better. With that, 4 powerful points. The design has to be powerful, purposeful, and well planned. Rare, privacy. Privacy being the key word. The least dense project of North Bangalore is right here what we are trying to represent. The least dense project. Now that for me is luxury. Global influence. We've heard our colleagues, Vikas, Supriya talk at length about the partnerships that we have, the cities that we have traveled, the inspirations that we have taken to bring forth this gem to the market. Integrated ecosystems. With this, I take immense pride on behalf of the entire management of Century Real Estate, presenting to you a new perspective of luxury. Designed for the new generation of luxury, not defined by excess, but by thoughtful design, curated experiences, integrated living, and the privilege of belonging to something larger, yet private. The first impression of Neo-Lux. The journey begins right here, right now. The identity of this project. To do the honors, I would request my director, Mr. Maninder Chabra, to join me on the stage. I would also invite Mr. Vaninath Reddy, Mr. Vijay Raheja, and my dear friend Pradeep Karanbaya to join us on stage, please.
Of rare. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, presenting Neo-Lux to everybody. Well, absolutely, I must add on to say that this is truly a pinnacle of success. The first impression of Neo-Lux. Could we hear a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? The very first beautiful expression of Neo-Lux. Well, I must ask, Bengaluru, how's the excitement?
Code name Blue Moon. As the saying goes, once in a blessed village to plus 30 acres of openness. Humongous amount of lung space right in the heart of it all, right? Done by a great name. Architect by Urban Frame. Phenomenal planners. They have footprint across the nation. Marvelous work that they've done. They Indianized the project beyond what we've expected. I'll take a moment here for those who've visited us have already seen this. Just to set context, I'm sure the pointer is visible. The old Vidyashilp campus. This right here is the entrance to Vidyashilp campus. The white masked area is Sirocco. I hope you understand the exact placement of the project right now. 50 plus acres, 5 separate districts. I'm here to talk about this today. 6 acres of residential bliss right here. Within this 50 acres immensity, I have 10 million square feet of grade A LEED certified commercial developments, 1 million square feet of retail, hospitality 400 plus keys, which is split into 5-star and premier business hotels, a lot of high street and more. Moving quickly on, including my team who's been selling this, and I really mean it, they're having exposure to this right here with you. That's the grand elevation for codename Blue Moon. I'll give you a minute to kind of breathe that in. Marvelously planned facade, pure mix of aesthetics and practicality coming together. Majority of our homes does not have shared walls. The crown jewel, the profiling at the top indicates the penthouses. The tips are sunken by a foot, helping us call it the pinnacle tower structure. 75% open space. This translates to 4.5 acres, whopping 4.5 acres of 6 acres, which is kept open. Does it end there? No. 1 lakh square feet of curated spaces will be for client consumption. This is not the open space I'm talking about. This is the spread of amenities. If you look in the center, I am introducing one of the biggest unique points of codename Blue Moon, and that's called the arena. Extremely unique as a concept. It's coming right there. The core of the building, the chest of the building, the heart of the building is arena right there. The ground carries the pulse and the roof carries the pause. Zen zone, the calm, right? Now, what does arena hold? We have swimming pools, we have cricket pitch, we have outdoor gym, the kids play area, the basketball courts, tennis and pickleball courts, amphitheater and more. And the next level, we do have the Zen zone, the reading area, the alfresco dining and the social corners. So I'm giving you a quick recap. 1 lakh square feet of curated space, introduced arena as a unique selling point. Beyond what I just mentioned, I also do have the typical stereotype word, not stereotype at all, plus 40,000 square feet of club amenities. In addition, I repeat that, in addition for the third time, in addition to the arena, plus 1 lakh square feet of curated spaces, I do have 40,000+ square feet of club amenity spaces. In there, we do have indoor badminton court, we have squash court, we have fitness center, we do have a temperature controlled pool, business center, multi-purpose hall and more. Like we started, more is not merry. We're trying to accommodate everything that probably or positively that an Uber luxury buyer needs, which is fit in a good size. Presenting to you the exact product mix of codename Blue Moon. I'll take a minute while the cameras are on. Am I fitting in the frame? No. The product mix is something that I would like to talk about. We do have 3-bed with staff. All the 4 bedrooms comes with staff attached, and then we have the big daddy of it all. A quick pointer without taking brand names, where majority of the weighted average competition's size ends is where we begin. I am not taking names, you have exposure to the market. My entry level size starts from a whopping 2175, which progresses to 2270. The 3-bedroom Lux, which comes with staff quarters, starts, and it's a very happy size there. The 4-bedroom, we do have variety, right? We do have variety. The range of size is beautifully planned. And of course, the penthouses. Great location, amazing product mix, even better partnerships, brand associations, fabulous product. It all boils down to, yeah. Is this enough to make the most powerful icon? I would, with great pride, I would like to, okay, before Ajay, you getting up, inside the news, my director is a movie fanatic. He forces all of us to use movie example. So with great difficulty, sir, if I slip, I slip. There is a movie called Rock On. And in that, Farhan Akhtar introduces Arjun Rampal by saying, ladies and gentlemen, on lead guitar, mere dost, mere bhai, the CSO of the organization, ladies and gentlemen, the man who decides the prices, the man who says more yeses than nos, right?
Did some mistakes over here.
As always.
As always, right? And let me tell you what is the mistake you have done. The way you have explained the product and the way product has come out, you should have bought at least 100 booking forms here. Sorry. You should have bought at least 100 booking forms here, and I'm pretty sure nobody can deny that they don't want to book one unit over here. So we have been talking, and everybody is sitting silently. I don't like that. It's
for the Bangalore property, and the kind of theme and kind of development guys are going to do. It would be one of the कहते हैं ना सितारा century के लिए. This is going to be star for century.
absolutely, it is going to be a marquee project of entire Bangalore Arena. Will your investor invest in this?
I'll buy 10 penthouses. Before that, my congratulations to entire Century for bringing out this product, not just as a commercial element, but thinking about doing a Meraki project on a Golden Jubilee year in a 50-acre land parcel is something. I think if you remember, Ajay, 3 years back we debated. My first sentence to you is, this is not Century all about. I envision that Century at the 50th year will do something big to Bangalore, and I am proud to be a neighborhood in North and witnessing this. Thank you.
Are you sitting? No. You thought that you'll hide.
You're talking about luxury. This is luxury at its best. North Bangalore will witness an iconic project coming in soon, and we all are looking forward for it, Ajayji. Congratulations to Team Century and all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. $185 crore. And from how long you have been asking me penthouses?
Long time.
I'm not giving it to you. I'll not give it to you. So what we just saw with 4 of the people, everybody has accepted this is going in. I was talking to a few of you, and we were having a debate on is going to slow down Bangalore real estate market. And something interesting came up over there when people said maybe and maybe not, but certain pockets and certain segments may get impacted, but still the deals are flying, the deals are happening, market is stabilized, luxury is doing extremely well. Maybe some pockets, some segments can see the heat, but I personally feel that Bangalore is such a stable market that in COVID times also we did not saw that great fall. And today also when Vikas was talking about AI disruption, Vikas was talking about the war happening over there, job losses and everything. I personally think that things are really going good at this point of time, and we are in that position to launch such a beautiful project, such a large development in Bangalore, and look forward for many more this year. On the contrary side, my boss, Mr. Maninder Chabra, he's asking me and forcing me to increase the prices across the projects. Little surprising, right? But I personally think that he's right, because the input cost has increased so much that we are looking forward for such kind of decisions. I don't know how many of you will agree on this. Can you raise the hand if you agree that we need to increase the price? Nobody. Only you. Only you. Only you. But still, whatever said and done, this evening agenda is not about war or price hike or anything else. This evening agenda is all about numbers and growth. Let me just give you a quick recap what we did last year. I'll not take much of your time on this, but still, we should know that 100 top minds are sitting over here and what they did last year for us. Century last year was almost at around the highest peak of the numbers what we thought about. And last year was fantastic, and Century annual sales numbers were highest ever, with standing tall at 2,750 plus crore. That was the annual sales turnover what Century actually clocked in. And guess what? What is the percentage what our business partners contributed in it? Anybody for that matter? What is the percentage of your contribution in that 2750 crore? Thoda zyada ho gaya. Around 60%. That's the kind of contribution what you guys have given to us. And believe me, today when we are talking about such kind of growth for Century, it cannot be because of without you. And we look forward for that continuously and for years to come. And I think we should give a big round of applause for all the people who are here and all the people who are not here today for this kind of contribution. Tonight we are here making something bigger for this year, and I think this product is just a beginning. It's just a beginning. A few weeks ago, if you remember, we have opened up EOI's expression of interest for Century Jaipur, which is now called as codename Blue Moon. 3 and 4 BHK luxury apartment in North Bangalore. People thought it that way. Before any ads, before any digital buzz, before any hoardings going out in the market, I think what we have done is just phenomenal. It was just pure relationship. It was just conviction. It was just the trust. And the trust what you and our customers have in us. What was the result? Result was overwhelming. And when I say overwhelming, it shows in our next step what we have taken, which is expression of interest phase 2. I'm sure everybody is aware of that we moved from EOI phase 1 to EOI phase 2 from 1st of June 2026. This was the kind of response when we were forced to look forward to everything and keep increasing our pricing. And that is exactly what we have done in Regalia also. 22,000 rupees to 40,268 rupees the last deal for a regular unit. I think that's the kind of appreciation what we have given to our customers. And you are a party to it. Now this was not just a luck. This was something where the right strategy, a right product, and a right people like you have met. And we have created that scenario where there is a great response for Century Jaipur, code name Blue Moon, and we are looking forward for allocation soon. Now, price increase was a statement of success for us. But what are we going to do today? We are going to do and derive the allocation price for this particular project. Do you want me to do alone or you want me to do with you guys? Alone? Alone, how many people? Only one. With you guys. Perfect. Before we do that, at one particular point today, in terms of pricing, for that, I'll do a quick mathematics with you. Within 10 minutes, we will just finish it off in terms of what pricing we are going to have for Century Jaipur, code name Blue Moon. And I think that will be the time when we will all say, fantastic. Fair? Let's walk through the corridor, the growth corridor of Hebbal to Sadahalli. No Gyan, only practical things. That is what we are going to do now. From Hebbal to Sadahalli, if we see, I've jotted down 3 important locations in my mind. Let us start from the far end, Sadahalli and Shettigere area. Can anybody tell me that what is the land price going on in this particular area? Land price per acre.
AstraZeneca land is happening at around 62 crore per acre. Sadahalli is around 24, 25.
25 is the per acre land parcel, right? Correct? Anybody else for that matter? I'm talking about Sadahalli main road, outer ring road. Abhi batao. 30 CR. Fantastic. Anybody else? I think we are bang on. It is anywhere between 30 CR to even 50 CR. Let me not tell you the transaction details, but something is going on at around 50 CR over there at Sadahalli. 50 CR. What is the apartment prices going on over there? In the range, maybe 12,000 rupees to 14,000 rupees. Everybody agrees to that? Sadahalli at 12,000 to 14,000 rupees. Okay, let's come little closer to Hebbal and let's talk about Kogilu Cross. Land prices. One Energy, land prices. Your investors are investing. I'll give you the land. You tell me about it.
It is 20,000 rupees per square foot.
No, I'm talking about
Calculate. Can you calculate? No.
It's almost 90. That's what it is. Around 80. 80 crores. Amazing. And what is the apartment prices which are going on over there? 15,000, 16,000, 17,000, 18,000. I think the range is between 15 to 18,000. Fair? Let's come to the jewel of North Bangalore, the Hebbal and Jakkur corridor. Land prices, back again. Okay, 50 crores, 80 crores, now we are at Jakkur. What is the land prices?
25, 30.
1.2, 120 crores roughly? You said 25, 30?
I was failing mathematics.
You cannot. I'm pretty sure you cannot. So around 100 to 120 crore, can we take that as a benchmark? 100 CR easily. Eh? Ma'am, you are not saying anything. Rekha ma'am. No, I cannot make you so silent.
1.2 crores, yeah, 120 crores.
120 crores, even I can't believe it. So, and the apartment prices? 17,000. Anybody else? 18,000. Vijay sir. Depends upon the Godrej Woodsman. What is the rate going on, sir? 16,000 rupees for a 15-year-old project.
16 to 18.
Today, that is a resale.
Yeah, resale.
Correct? The new apartments. Very next to it is your embassy, no?
Yeah, let us say around 20 plus.
20 plus. L&T has 24,000. Super. Do I need to say anything else for this project? What we have to talk about pricing? What should be the price now? Mani, what is your expectation? Talk something.
Okay. Many of us will know that this particular land parcel, Century has held for so many decades. And over those decades, can anyone guess how many offers we would have got for this land? single digit, tens, hundreds, yeah, obviously in hundreds. And for this kind of a square land parcel on the main highway, what kind of land prices offers would you want? Any guesses? Even beyond the numbers you mentioned, obviously in 3 digits. So that's the value of the land per se and the location per se. Now add what we just showed you over the last hour, add what Supriya explained, Vikas explained, add what you're bringing to this location. A once in a blue moon opportunity of only 334 residences at this location with so much happening. We've sent our design teams, our marketing teams, our commercial teams across the world to get the best of the world to this location. Now add that and add the ecosystem we're creating, Neolux, all of that. I think you're easily talking mid-20s. Usse kam to nahi hona chahiye.
Town needed something of this scale and in terms of specifications. So, and I'm really glad that Century thought of it to offer the customers.
Will Central Bangalore shift to North?
I won't be surprised if it happens.
That's the positioning. That is exactly the positioning what I wanted to hear. Central Bangalore looking forward for shifting to North Bangalore. That means we are creating a new CBD. Perfect. 2005. In 2026, we are talking about it, sir. Forecast. And that comes with an experience, for sure. With all the things said, I think we have officially positioned the price. I don't have to reveal anything now. Everything is done. Money wants nothing less than 20 plus. And how much time do you require, Anthony, to sell this product? 100 तो यही हो गया, बचा कितना? 200 तो UI से हो जाएगा. Finish ना? So are we selling at this price? No, we have much larger ambition for this project. Do we agree to this? The ideal price, or should be more?
See, we don't know what specs you are giving inside, what you are giving, what type of marble, and what are the facilities you are. What is the size of the bathroom, and a lot of things matters. What balcony.
Of course, yes, completely agree.
So I feel if it is ultra luxury, better than Maya and all, then it should go around 30 plus, 25 to 30.
25 to 30 plus, right?
Otherwise, the product will not appeal.
Completely agree to you. Completely agree to you. But the kind of product what we are bringing out in the market, we wanted people to understand and taste it well, right from the beginning. Going to give, you have seen the complete immensity story. Do you really think that we will not live up to the standards over there? Okay, can we play the video once again? Let them get into it in terms of product what we are going to talk about.
The world's best is coming to Bangalore.
Now in that scenario, let's talk about the final pricing, what we are going to come up with. Of course, the people, the customers, the business partners who trusted us right in the beginning, of course, there is a privilege which is reserved for them. And for those who waited, for those who believed, for those who trusted, the very special price for only EOI 1 customers for a 3 BHK product goes over here.
Is there any competition now? Is there any competition now? Are we done with the selling or we still have to sell? EOI one customer gets the price of 16,999. I'm sure nobody in the room would have expected this. It does not mean that we are degrading our product. It's all about people who trusted us, people who believed in us, people who actually gave their confidence when nothing was there. 2 months back, around 2 months back, we started our EOI and there was absolutely nothing. We started from this location itself. I'm sure many of you have visited at that point of time when we started EOI. And we are ending the EOI 1 at this place with a price reveal. There is a EOI 2 which is going on at 18,500 rupees right now. And ladies and gentlemen over here, mind it, we have a proven track record, especially me. Price hikes will be very regular, very, very regular. And when I say that, it can be every month also. Maybe, may not be. Let's see the traction, what you bring on the table. 16,999. There is no competition to it now. It's a monopoly. It's a monopoly with the price, with the product, with the people what we are working with. I'm pretty sure things will sell out so quickly that it is going to be in a blink. I'm not promoting Blinkit. Of course, it is going to be in a blink. EOI 1 allocation starts on 10th of June. Just let us understand the dates now. Very important for everybody over here. EOI allocation for phase 1 starts from 10th of June. EOI 2 keeps continuing till 18th of June. And there is a grand reveal and there is a grand opening of our office on 20th June. So 20th June, mark the date. You all are invited to our office at Codename Blue Moon. And you will see one of the marquee office over there as well. Why I'm telling you these dates? Because we have very less time to encash whatever we have spoken about now. I'm pretty sure things will move in a blink, what I said and mentioned earlier, and you will not get time. So somebody was having a very different strategy. Let me not take the name. He said, "Sir, kya ho raha hai na? Everybody pre-launch mein na, everybody is doing campaign and the cost of lead is going high." So मैंने एक नई strategy लगाई है सर कि मैं ना sustenance में काम करूंगा. इस sustenance में product बचेगा तब ना काम करोगे आप. What do you say, अंकित? सही था, कहा ना मैंने उसको? This is the kind of confidence what we are having on this product. So if you are waiting for something, I'm pretty sure you are missing the best of the opportunity. This is hardly 334 apartments. It will go in a blink. I'm repeating again and again and again. 25 days from now, you will see the change. 25 days from now, you will see the change. And we are opening all the inventories right now, right from 3 BHK to the 4 BHKs to a very limited penthouse. Penthouse mein hold karunga. I'm telling you right in the open forum, because that is the place where we will get our pricing. We will position this product at around 30, 35. That is at least my dream to take this up to. I'm pretty sure you will support us for that particular price positioning. So 20th June is the time when we are looking forward for actually inaugurating, pre-launching. Bangalore goes live with our ads. Bangalore goes live with our digital buzz. Bangalore goes live with our hoardings, everything. At that point of time, if somebody is thinking that I will do a campaign and generate lead, I think we will spend more money on that. Not only to position
Century Jakur, codename Blue Moon, but to position Immensity. Immensity is a product for us. Codename Blue Moon is a part of that. I will just leave you with one thought for tonight, and I'll leave you with a question. The question says, or states, when this phase is sold out, and we look back again, you want to be the one who wanted it happen. You want to be the one who wanted it happen, or you want to be the one who made it happen. The choice is yours, the evening is yours, and the product is yours, and this month of 25 remaining days is yours. Let's change the game together. I'm pretty sure things will sell out in 25 next days. Thank you so much.
Well, truly, it's an incredible launch it has been. Do you all agree, ladies and gentlemen? I think that calls out for a big round of applause. It's time that you make this luxury all yours in no time, because Bengaluru is definitely wanting this, and you're the ones to witness it first. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, one quick question will be in everyone's mind right now. We've seen such an incredible launch, witnessed the best-in-class location, amenities, price day, everything. But what are we here for? And what's in store for us? Is this your question right now? Is it a yes or no? Well then, what's in store for you? Well, to give more details on that, join along with me as I invite on stage Amul Kulkarni, AVP Sourcing and Sales, to please join me on stage and truly reveal the big happy news. What's in store for you?
I think it's great to meet all of you. I think I interact with most of you on day-to-day basis, but to see all of you in this room gives us a lot of pleasure to, host you and at the same time kind of give you this insights. I think just to recap, I think a great product is coming your way. I think this is going to be the crown jewel of North Bangalore. That has already been established. And like they say, right, once in a blue moon. I think some of us in these rooms have worked on the projects like this, which obviously come once in a lifetime. So do not miss this opportunity. 25 days, I think the countdown starts now. And a lot of you are already in race to achieve something big. Can we show them what's in its store for them? So the Premier scheme starts directly. What we want to show is from people who are already in the race of doing some big numbers. So we're starting at 16 plus units. So that's 4% on a retrospective basis. That is for all the partners who are already in that race, who have already crossed certain numbers in phase 1 of EOI, and now they're working hard in EOI phase 2 as well. People who are partners who are doing anything between 11 to 15 units, they are getting 4% as well, but that's only for that particular slab. Then we move forward to 7 to 10 units, that's 3.75%. Then we go 4 to 6, which is 3.5, and then we start from 1 to 3 units, which is 3%. So basically your base brokerage starts from 3%. But why am I talking about starting from 16 units? Because I am sure some of you in this room are going to achieve it. We, all the colleagues who are here, we are here to support you to do this number. So let's aim big. I think this is really a product where we can do these numbers. And whatever it takes, whatever efforts, whatever support you need from our side, I think all of us are going to be here to help you day in, day out for next 25 days. So I think let's promise that to each other, that we are committed. We are committed to make sure that codename Blue Moon becomes a historic pre-launch. Okay, so now that we understand this, do we want to end the night here? I think that's it, right? We already know what are you getting. Anything else is left here to be discussed now? Ajay sir, do you want to, do something for them special? For all the people who have turned up today? Okay, so one more ace up our sleeves.
Hello. What about the penthouse commission?
Penthouse?
Commission.
Somebody said 1%. Sir, let's see where we end up, right? So we will give you some kind of understanding, but like Ajay sir said, that we are currently holding the penthouses.
He already said rate also.
Date of?
Rate. 30 to 35 is expecting.
ठीक है.
Penthouse लेने वाला कोई आएगा तो उसको हमको क्या मिलेगा?
हम देंगे ना सर, पहले आप बताइए आप कितने penthouses बेचेंगे?
I sell penthouse in every building.
Done, sir. We'll try to give you 4% for it, or 3% for it, or 3.5.
Single penthouse also.
Single penthouse also. Done, sir.
How much?
Let's start with 3%. Sir, 16 penthouses बेचेंगे आप तो 4.4% retrospective.
Penthouse में आप rate अच्छा दिला रहा हूँ. You want to bargain for 1%?
Sir, I'm not bargaining. I'm just telling.
So I'm telling you, give the good offer.
Done, sir. We will discuss penthouses once we understand what rates we are going to come up with. Are we getting a top dollar for my penthouse?
Your
Then
rate.
definitely
I'm talking
we're going
about
to.
your rate, my commission. Tell no.
Sorry?
Your rate, my commission.
We are not selling penthouses.
Why, Baba? Percentage. If everybody is here, we will open up. Otherwise, not.
Otherwise, I'll WhatsApp you, sir. Currently opened up our penthouses. So if there is a marquee customer, somebody who is really willing to look at a penthouse, I think we are open for a discussion. But what things will come with it, what specifications will come in penthouses, all these things are yet to be, they are at a concept stage right now. So moving forward, I think what one is up our sleeve is that we are going to give you a power pass. For all the partners who are sitting in this room today, we are going to give you this one voucher per firm, which gives you an ability to give 500 rupees per square foot discount to one client. Now, this is an ace that you can use it for one of your customers, and this is only and only for partners who are present in this room. So make the most out of it. We have 25 days. And this is for all the customers who basically will be participating in EOI 2. Okay, so that is something that make the most of it. And for you to know more about this Power Pass, I would like to call upon the channel team. You can join me on the stage. Raj Gopal, Terence, who are the leaders who are leading this channel partner team. Then we have Neha, Hassan. Join me in welcoming them. These are the guys who are going to help you with the Power Pass. So please make a note of them. These are your relationship managers, leaders who are going to help you achieve these numbers. Arijit, they are. So thank you so much for coming. I think now let's step outside and discuss whatever other doubts you would have. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. With that, ladies and gentlemen, if you think that luxury ends here, it definitely doesn't. What is a celebration if your taste buds don't really enjoy luxury like never before? So ladies and gentlemen, do join us for dinner. The dinner counters are open, requesting everyone to help yourself. Well, also, what's the celebration when the bar is not open? So the bar is open, requesting you to help yourself. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this incredible launch. Looking forward that the luxury is all yours. With that,